So for the past little bit, all we've talked about at work in any free time is stocks. So what did I do? I joined the stock market with the rest of my coworkers. Now, when I first started, my idea was, hey, I'm going to take advantage of the free stocks on Webull and try and get some on Robinhood and see what I can do from that. Unfortunately, I didn't get any from Robinhood, but I got a total of 4 free stocks from Webull. 2 of those I have been able to transfer over to my bank account and then move it from my bank account to Robinhood. And the other 2 are currently sitting in my Webull account waiting to settle, which should settle in about 3-ish days, and I should have those over to my Robinhood in, I'm guessing, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. It does take a little bit of time, but it'll be well worth it. So what this video is it is video number 1 of me showing my stock market investing and see how I can grow this over the next year, 2 years, however long I decide to make these videos for. This will be a weekly thing that I'm doing, and this is week number 1. Alright, so I'm just going to go over the history of what I've done so far so you can get an idea of what is actually going on and kind of see the money that I've been able to make just doing stock market investing. And I've already gone and made a spreadsheet of how I want everything to look and be set up to make it make sense to you guys. But I haven't actually typed in any numbers yet, which means I'm screen recording on my phone and on my laptop, which is right there. So I can show you kind of what I see on my phone just as like proof, and then move that over to my laptop to make it more organized and more understandable. So when I very first signed up for Webull, I got 2 free stocks. I got ISBC and GE, which was $11.59 and $11.97. And let's see, $11.59 plus $11.97 was $23.56. Now on top of that $23.56, I also invested a single dollar. So that $23.56 then became $24.56, and by the time I actually went and was able to transfer it over to my bank account, it ended up being $24.54. $24.54. I then took that $24.54 plus $1 extra, so it ended up being $26.54, and move that over to my Robinhood account. Now what I done with that, the very first purchase I made was 1 share of Ford for $8.88 on January 29th. 4 days later, I sold that 1 share for $9.06, which was a profit of 14 cents. Not a ton, but 4 days, 14 cents, not that bad. The next thing I had done was bought 4 shares of Fuel Cell for $1.70. At that point, it actually dropped in price, and what I had done because of that is I bought 1 more share for $1.56, making an average of, I believe it was $1.67, just to dollar cost average it down a little bit. And then I sold those 5 shares for $1.69, which is a very, very small profit, just a few cents, but I just want to get out of this stock. At this point, what I had done was I had put in an extra $20. So how this spreadsheet is set up is on the left side, it's going to be the amount that I personally put into these different investments, the amount of money that I personally put in, total, the free stocks that I've gotten from different platforms, the total invested, which would be the money I put in plus free stocks, and then this next area is going to be the amount that I currently have in each of them, and then I'm going to have a profit slash loss. Actually, what I need to add is another total and then add a profit slash loss. So this total and profit slash loss is going to be the total amount that I have in all of my accounts combined. So the profit slash loss is going to be the amount of money I've personally put in plus the free stocks against the total amount. So if the total amount I have is say $90 and I put in 60 total, that means a profit slash loss of $30. And on this chart, it's not going to be the amount that I've put in each week. It's going to be the total amount overall of my own money that I've invested. So let's say week 1, it was $22 total. That's just what I've put in so far. Now let's say I put in another, oh, I actually got to make these all dollar amounts. So for week 1, the amount that I've personally put in total was $22. Now in week 2, let's say I add an extra $10, it would be $32. I wouldn't type 10. Does that make sense? So for week 1, what I've done so far is put in $22 into a Robinhood account. I mean, one of those dollars actually was in a Webull account so I could get a free stock. However, we're gonna pretend that that was in Robinhood because it ended up in Robinhood anyway. And in the first week, I have also put $5 into Acorns just to start off the account. So Robinhood is just a basic trading app that has no brokerage fees. So it's really simple to use. It's really great for beginner investors. And then Acorns is another investing app where you can put money in and they invest the money for you. And how Acorns also work is it's more of a passive investing. So Robinhood, to me at least, seems to be more of an aggressive way of investing, while Acorns is more of a passive way. So the way that Acorns ends up working, On top of you being able to contribute money as you feel the need or feel the desire to. What you can also do with Acorns is actually go in and have it set and linked to your bank accounts or different credit cards, and it rounds up your purchases and puts the extra change directly into that. So let's say you go with your friends and spend $6 and let's say 36 cents on food. What happens is Acorns will automatically round that up to $7, and that means that, let me do some quick math in my head, that means 64 cents will end up being deposited into your Acorns account. So far my account is exactly $5 because it adds it up until it's $5 for each transaction, and then that $5 gets put in. And then of my own money, we're just gonna say $0 for Webull because I've already accounted for transferring that over. So my total personal amount of money invested out of my bank account, my hard-earned money into my trading and stock investing, is at a whopping $27 total. What it ended up being for the free stocks was $23.56. Now in my Webull account, I also do have 2 other free stocks because I actually sent my dad an affiliate link to this. He got 2 free stocks, I got 2 free stocks. And these 2 free stocks are valued at $18.98 and $12.41. Now these 2 stocks specifically, I'm not able to transfer over yet. And the value of these will fluctuate by the time I'm actually able to put it in. So these 2 stocks specifically, we're going to put in the total amount I have as of now, as though it were in my account readily available for me to use. We're going to take that $18.98 plus $12.41, which ends up being $31.39, currently sitting in the Webull account. What I'm going to do right now is actually add that $31.39 to this $23.56. Which ends up being $54.95. So this number is actually $54.95 in just free stocks. Keep in mind, this is literally just me signing up for Webull and sending a link to my dad to have him sign up. How these links work is it's affiliate links. I get 2 free stocks. The other person I send it to also gets 2 free stocks. It's a pretty simple system. So my personal money invested plus the free stocks, after 1 week, this is without any sort of profits, any sort of trading, ends up being $54.95, which means that the total amount invested between free stocks and my own personal amount is a whopping $81.95. Now back over to Robinhood. What I had done is after trading for a little bit with just, I think it's about $24, what I had done is I decided I'm actually going to go and put an extra $20 in, which is how I got this 22. Some other stuff that I had gone and bought and traded was BBVA. I bought 1 share at $5.10 and sold it at $5.24. And I bought 1 share of Intellistat for $3.10, sold it for $3.58. Then I bought 2 shares with an average price of $4.13. I'm currently holding on that because I am at a loss with that money. And I had also bought 2 shares. So all of this is me buying and selling every couple of days. And the last thing that I've done is actually I went and bought 2 shares of Norton LifeLock for $17.28 each. Now keep in mind, this is not extra additional money I'm paying. It's money that was in the account after I bought stuff, sold stuff for a little bit of a profit, and gone back and forth with that. So my 2 shares of Intellistat that I bought for $4.14 are both currently valued at $3.70. So I am at a loss of 87 cents total. However, I'm holding this right now until it rises back up. So if you look at it over the past month, it was in like the $7-6 range, dropped, and despite the fact that I did buy it above what I have now, it probably is going to rise back up. If it doesn't, I'm just going to have to accept the loss at some point. But for now, I'm just holding it, waiting to see if it rises, because I've only had these 2 stocks for a few days. So all I'm holding right now is Intellistat and Norton LifeLock. And now my Norton LifeLock stock is currently valued at $19.66 per stock. But if you remember, I bought each for $17.28, and it was those 2 shares, which means I have a profit of $4.67 after about a week of holding these 2 stocks. Now, the reason why I actually went ahead and bought Norton LifeLock is because I noticed that it was chilling in the mid to high 20s for a decent amount of time, and then suddenly dropped from $28.42 to $17.15. And the reason why the price dropped that much is because it was 2 companies that merged together, and usually when there's publicity type things like that in the news, and a stock instantly drops, it's going to rise back up moderately quickly, generally speaking. So now keep in mind, I'm not an expert with this. I'm just showing my experiences and my personal way of trading. Do not take this as financial advice. Take this for entertainment, but realize that these numbers I'm using are real numbers that are actually in my accounts and actual money I have personally invested. So after that drop of when it dropped to $17.15, I bought, I think a day later when it hit $17.28. Then what ended up happening is they released their earnings. Now in Robinhood, you can see the earnings of different companies. Their expected earnings was 8 cents per share, but their actual earning was 25 cents per share, which means the company was doing very, very well. And once those earnings were released, the price jumped from $17.68 to $19.38 just after market, and it's currently at that $19.66. So between my IntelliStat, my Norton LifeLock, and the $3.51 I have available to trade with, my current amount in Robinhood is $50.23. I've actually decided that I also want to add another profit and loss column that doesn't include the free stocks that I've gotten as well. And now we go over to my Acorns account. And with the $5 I've put in, it is currently at $4.99, which means I've technically lost a penny. But the way the Acorns work is it's an extremely long-term investing account, and it will continuously grow over time. But so far I'm at a penny loss, which really is not that big of a deal. I don't expect this to fluctuate a ton. Robinhood is my aggressive account, so that's where I expect the price and amount that I have to just fluctuate back and forth a ton. Acorns is my safe investing that's more long term. So if I take the total of my Robinhood, Acorns, and Webull, which ends up being the total amount of money that I have in all of my accounts combined, including free stocks, ends up being a total of $86.61. So my profit and loss with the free stocks ends up being a total of $4.66. So this first profit and loss column is going to be the total amount minus free stocks plus money invested. And the second column is going to be total amount minus money invested. So we're just kind of going to assume in this column that the free stocks that I got were just money that I'd made without really any effort. And that comes to $59.61. So between free stocks and money that I've made just by trading, I am profiting $59.61 right now. Now, if you want to look at this on a percentage basis, the $4.66 of profit would end up being about a 5.3% profit. And if you include the amount in free stocks, now if you pretend that the amount of free stocks is just free money, which it is, but let's assume that that free stocks is just profit, that $59.61 divided by the $81.61 would end up being like about a 68.8% profit. So overall, this whole thing is a pretty simple idea. I'm just investing money and seeing the money that I make over time and sharing that. What I'm going to be doing is once a week, I'm going to be coming back to this whole spreadsheet and this whole idea and sharing every stock that I've bought and sold, what I bought and sold it for, as well as the total profit I've made and how I've moved money around between my accounts, money that I've added to these accounts, and then show the amount of money I've been able to make off of this every single week. Now, once again, I am not a stock market investing professional. I am just a 19-year-old kid who decided to start planning better for his future. That's all this is. Now, over time, of course, I'll be putting my own personal money more and more into investing just so I can grow it more profitably, more quickly. Now, one more quick thing, there will be affiliate links down below so you can actually go and open up these accounts and get free stocks. And also these free stocks end up to me. However, just to make this whole process of me investing, I guess, as fair as possible, and to kind of show the potential that you can actually have with this, 100% of the money I make from those affiliate links and those free stocks will get donated to the water project. And yes, that does mean that it will take longer for me to grow my account. However, I'd rather make this video, one, as realistic as possible and kind of show the potential you can have if you don't have any way to get a ton of free stocks over time by affiliate links. Plus, it helps other people in the process. See, and every time somebody clicks on the affiliate link, you guys get your free stocks and I get my free stocks. I will post proof of me donating money to the water project just so I can be as transparent as possible. So to oversimplify what I just said, any free stocks I get in the future are going to be donated and will not go into my account. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Make sure to like this video if you really enjoyed it. Subscribe if you really want to. If you enjoyed this and want to see more topics related to this, as well as following this journey, feel free to subscribe. And I hope that all made sense. But with all that said, guys, have a great day. Peace.